Okay, here let's consider two different pictures. And let's first identify, let's start with this picture. What is the domain? The domain is what you put in. This we basically put this into the function and this is what comes out. All right? So this is basically your domain. What comes out is the range. Maybe a better way, instead of 5, 6, 7, let's think of our equation, y equals x plus 3. Okay? So when x is 1, y is 3. When x is 1, 1 plus 1 is 4, y is 4. When x is 2, 2 plus 3 is 5. When x is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So when I put 1 into my function, and remember f of x equals y, when I plug 1 in, what comes out is 4. This is my input. What comes out, the range, that's your output. All right? Okay, when I plug in 2, what comes out is a y value of 2 plus 3 is 5. That goes to that. When I plug in 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, and that's what comes out. So notice for each x value, each x goes to one y value. This is a function. The domain, every value in the domain goes to one value in the range. All right? Input and output. So now, over here, this is our domain. This is what we're putting in. And for some strange reason, what comes out when I plug in 2 is an A. When I plug in 4, what comes out is C. Who knows what that function is? Kind of strange, but let's say that's what happens. So this is our domain. This is the range. Is this a function? Well, for every x value, or for every input, there better only be one output. When I put this in, one thing comes out. When I put this in, one thing comes out. When I put 6 in, two things come out, B and C. That's not a function, because the function is for every x, or every input. In general, it's your input. But for everything I put in, one thing better come out, the output. So this is not a function. This is a function, right? Because for every x I put in, only one number comes out. If I erase this, is this a function? Yes, it is. So this is a function just by erasing that one line. Why? Because every x, every input, this goes to 1. This number, this input goes to one value. This input goes to one value. These two happen to go to the same value, but it's still a function. For each one of these, each one only goes to one thing over here. So that is a function. So that's the idea. Let me explain one other thing as far as functions. The reason why we study functions is because that's what happens a lot in the world we live. Think of your electric bill, yeah? All right? How do you know how much your electric bill is? It depends how many kilowatts of electricity you use. But when you use a certain number of kilowatts, you get one bill, right? You don't get two bills, yeah? So when you use a certain number of kilowatts, what comes out is one bill, yeah? It's just kind of the nature of a lot of things that we deal with. They're functions. When you put one thing in, only one thing comes out. So that's why functions are important to study.